Hello everybody, welcome back to another replay. This should be StarCraft here, and I've got game 4 between these two titans of StarCraft. Over here in the bottom right hand corner of Golden Wall we have Parting, and in the top left hand corner we have the blue Zerg Reynor. So far it's 2-1 to Reynor. In 2 of the games Parting's gone for a cannon rush, but in this game it looks like he's going to be going for expansion as he builds his pylon on the low ground. Golden Wall, very interesting map, very dynamic, new design that they came up with, sort of modelled on StarCraft 1 maps I think, where they have these kind of mineral patches that are in the way and you mine through them. Same here and here and here, so you sort of have 2 sections to the map. There's the main section up here which looks very normal, and then you have the second sub part of the map which can only be accessed through the minerals. So quite a different map. It presents quite a few different problems than we're used to in StarCraft 2. But I think it's been figured out fairly decently by now. Certainly one thing of note is that this area here is a blind spot, which I think Tager exploited pretty heavily as a TY in the GSL. But probably won't see that kind of exploitation because we don't have a Terran. But Parting sends his probe across. Reynor respects, the fact that he's been cannon rushed in 2 games. Sends out a single probe to contest here, and he had this guy on patrol here just to prevent any 3 pylon walls. But none of this is actually happening. Parting is building a gateway, a cybercore, and a nexus in the standard style, and is not building a forge. But Reynor showing respect for the fact that Parting's already proxied him twice, and yes, you get behind because you're not mining, but you don't lose the game because you get cannon rushed. So wise plays from Reynor, very wise indeed. So what are we going to see on this map? This map's pretty good for air units because of this, because of the minerals situation. This whole area is essentially airspace, not land space until later in the game, so meters can be great, and presumably therefore oracles and phoenix can be quite good as well. I wonder what we'll see from Parting. Parting generally prefers Twilight Council based play, which we see coming in, so Blink, Adepts, DTs, things like that, rather than Stargate play. So it'll be interesting to see how he plays this map out. Third base comes down for Reynor as the Adept comes in just to do a bit of scouting. He'll shade up, just count the amount of drones, see if there's a roach warren, see any roaches in production. And yeah, he sees a modest amount of lings and doesn't see any tech or anything as the Queen pushes it away. Again, you can see there's no mass Zerglings running at him. And the DT shrine comes down with the just after the Robo Bay facility, sorry. And will Reynor scout this? This is the question. We're seeing a lot of players fake out an Adept push, so you get like 4 Adepts with this. You go across the map with the Adepts and a Warp Prism. You make it look like it's an Adept rush, but then you actually just warp in DTs, and hopefully they've not got the Spore or the Overseer prepared to actually detect them. It's kind of a meta play at this point. Just to mention, this is pre-patch, so there's not the change to the Oracles or the Queen range in this game. So here comes the Overlord, not with Overlord speed, although we have seen Overlord speed in production in most of the other games. But it comes in and attacks with the Lings here just to commit the Stalker to defense, so it can't actually kill the Overlord. Yeah, I mean, he's just sacrificing those Lings for the Stalker so that his Overlord will have supreme reign over this base and is going to see the DT shrine. So he builds Spore Crawler, 2 Spore Crawlers, Spore Crawler at every base. It's a pretty standard response. Already had one here just in case of a proxy Oracle or something. Maybe we will see this dead space go into handy. Oh, Reynor knows. Reynor knows about that dead space, that's why he's checking there with his Queen. But here we go. The beauty about this build is it doesn't have to win right here. It can transition into a normal game very easily. That's why I really like this build, especially if you're lower level. because you could just win the game right here, and if you don't, you're not behind. Oh. Wow, sick plays. Did you see that? His warp prism was isolated, so he couldn't get it across to pick them up, so he turned them into Archons and recalled them immediately. And now he's got the 2 Archons back at home. And this is the transition. You now just go into an Archon-based play where you pick them up in the warp prism and go and harass queens, harass overlords, harass lings out on the map. Really cute little wall off there, protecting his base with just 2 units. Whilst these lings that were made to deal with DT drop are kind of doing nothing, and are going to be picked off fairly easily by the Archons. However, didn't take serious damage, took a few drone kills. It's not really going to make the big difference. And we see a Roach Warren and a Spire in production. So it seems like probably going to see Mutas, I think. I think just getting a Roach Warren to stabilize against these Archons, as Lings really don't do a great job, as we can see here. And stabilize against any other pushes, but primarily going to be building Mutas. That would be my prediction. And Mutas can be really good against Archon Dark Shrine plays, because you don't have Phoenix, you don't have access to the Stargate, so Mutas can be really good, and that's why we see Partim getting the blink. That's one of the reasons why, so that he can be safe against Mutas. And hold that thought. Shield batteries pretty good. Look at the timing. Timing is pretty good. Oh, it's a little bit off. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, they all go back, but he sees it. He sees it. And yep, gold minerals give you more money than normal minerals, if you didn't know. Another quirky feature about this map. So yeah, we see Baneling Nest coming in. How much gas has he got saved up? Only 400 gas. So he's only access to 4 Mutas right now. 3 Mutas. How much lava has he got? I can't tell. 3, 2. Yeah, so he's got enough lava, just restrained on the money. But yeah, Mutas are going to be really interesting. You can fly around in this dead space here forever. The minerals aren't broken down in either place, so yeah, these Mutas are going to be able to harass the back of this mineral line really easily. But this is the key danger if you go Mutas, that are really not good defensively, so that's why he has the Roach Warren, that's why he has the Banelings, and he's actually producing Roaches and Ravagers right now. So it looks like kind of just a harass amount of Mutas, you know, just to get some probe kills, just to create an advantage. But actually he's going to go Ravager, Roachling, Bane, which is pretty standard. 3 7 queens as well. And here's the attack. It's pretty scary. This is usually where I die if I'm playing this game, but let's see how Reynor handles it. Great force fields, little overlap there, but good start. Picks off a queen or 2. The Baneling speed not yet finished. Archon's eating a lot of the Banelings. That's a good start. It's a good start for the Protoss. He's shaved a lot of units for very little cost. And just keeping it up. This is all looking very valuable for parting. It looks like he deflected the Mutas in the main base, and now he's sending up his Stalkers on defense to come and join the attack. And he's still got this core of Immortals alive, which is absolutely key. Losing Stalkers here and there is fine, but if you lose your Immortals, then this whole push becomes impossible. Ooh, almost lost the Observer to Biles there. Not that would have a great impact. But yeah, look how conservative he's being. Parting, just blinking back. Controlling everything. Reynor trying to get the Biles, but there's the big blink forward now that the numbers are depleted. And there's no escape for Reynor's units. He's just got a standard fight, and he pulls the drones. Doesn't look like he's got enough, though. Does not look like he's got enough. And GG. Reynor going for those Mutas really meant that he was ill prepared for this push, and Parting hit it at a great timing, and with some great micro and great force fields was able to take it out. So let's change the score back to 2-2, ready for game 5. Hope you enjoyed it. Peace.